What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Bleacher Boys Media Podcast. Still haven't found a better name yet, but we're rolling with what we got. Ken's hitting the whip. Ollie is doing his little special dance, being a special human being and family friendly, so we don't do that. How are you guys all doing?
Chilling. Excited. Baseball season is upon us. Starts fucking tomorrow, guys. Get excited. We've been waiting for so goddamn long. Winter is over.
Yes, winter is...
Today I saw the first robin of spring flying outside my bedroom window, and it said to me, "Ollie, your fantasy team is going to win your league." And I said, "That's right, first robin of spring." So
I saw an Oriole, and he said that Gunnar Henderson was going to be the... Oops, we're going to save that for later. But the premise of this video, basically, is we're going to talk a little bit about the playoff teams in the MLB. So we're basically going to break it down by 3 division winners, 3 wild cards. We're going to give our World Series picks. Ooh, a little crazy. And then we're going to give out some awards. So MVP, Rookie of the Year, Comeback Player, Cy Young. Maybe even spice in a little bit of that Manager of the Year. You never know. The conversation can go anywhere. It gets a little crazy. Oliver might say some stuff that is so out of pocket, we might have to correct him and yell at him. But yeah, I'm super excited. The MLB season kicks off very shortly, so I am excited to drink a beer in the middle of the day, do the player of the game picks. If you guys don't know, on our Instagram, we do a little series, me and Ken. We do a little player of the game picks every Yankees game. Ollie, also, we got tons of content coming out. Ollie's going to do some breakdowns, MLB at bats. We got tons of stuff coming, maybe some IRL stuff, who knows. So yeah, stay tuned, and please hit that subscribe button, like button, do all that good stuff, and we appreciate everyone watching. So let's just get right into it. Ken, you wanna start this John off, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, let's start this John off. Where are we starting this John off? AL or NL? I think our AL.
Yeah, I think AL is predominant viewers here. So you want to start from the bottom up? You want to start with our wild card guys?
Yeah, so for sneaking in at the last wild card spot, I expect this race to be coming down to game 162. And coming out on top, or the third wild card team, I have the Seattle Mariners. They're going to win 91 games, lose 71, sneak into that playoff spot just like they did last year. Their team is 1 year older, which only helps a young team like Seattle. They have the pitching. They have the young guys exciting. This team is America's team, and they're going to be fun to watch. Big butts and all. You know, they got Cal Riley behind the plate.
Wait, what? You mean Big Dumper?
Big Dumper.
Yeah,
he's got
not Big Butts. It's Big Dumper. But.
Yeah, they got him. They got exciting players all around. Julio's going to probably be in the MVP conversations this year after a breakout season last year. They got guys all over the field, and who knows? They might be gunning for that first place finish over the Astros. They might give the Astros a little scare, but 91 wins is gonna net them that 6th seed in the AL for me.
Okay, I like that. I think that's gonna be a pretty common trend with this AL wild card. I mean that. The whole point of the wild card is, like we were talking about before, is to diversify the teams, get new teams in. But I think for the next couple of years, we're going to be seeing a pretty similar playoff structure. And so I'm going to also say that I also have the Mariners in that. I actually have them in that second wild card spot, right behind another team, which I'll actually talk about, is the Blue Jays, who every year I put this faith in Toronto being a powerhouse, AL East powerhouse behind only one team. And they've kind of disappointed the last couple of years. But this year, as much as I hate to say it, I think Alek Manoah, Bo Bichette, Vladdy, they're all going to have that, another great year. And I think those are the 2 wild card spots for me. Ali, you want to talk about the third?
I think you missed a wild card.
No, I know I missed a wild card, so why don't you talk about your third
thing.
wild card?
I will do. My third pick is the Los Angeles Angels. I pick them every single year, and I'm going to keep picking them until they make the playoffs. At this point, the only thing we have on our side is belief. We have to believe in LA. We have to believe in Ohtani and Trout. Otherwise, they're never going to get anywhere. Now, the Angels revamped their pitching staff last season. It was actually a lot better than you might remember last year. They've got some talented young guys in Reed Detmers, Jose Suarez. Of course, they acquired Tyler Anderson, and they've got your man Ohtani anchoring the rotation, so it's a lot better than you think. The problem is that lineup. Can it produce runs? Can it be consistent? They have an amazing outfield with Trout and Ward out there. Can Rendon come back? Can they get more production out of Velasquez? What's going to happen with that lineup? Can they score some runs? My vote is they can. They were a better team than they looked last year. Their Pythagorean win-loss record was better than their actual win-loss record, so they had a nice run differential, but they could not close out games. They got really bad losing streaks and just got into a lot of funks last summer. But it can't go on forever. We have to see Mike Trout play in the playoffs at some point. I believe this is the year.
Yeah, the Angels.
I don't know if that's how you say that word, by the way. Can you say that word again?
Pythagorean win-loss?
Pythagorean. Say Pythagorean.
Pythagorean.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say really quick that first off, you missed the Cy Young candidate on the Angels, and I also have the Angels in that third wildcard spot because it's got to be eventually. They've got to do it. I think Mike Trout tasted that postseason atmosphere, and he's like, man, I need that again. And him and Ohtani are going to do whatever it takes to get that spot. I really want to see them, but you missed Patrick Sandoval, and you suck.
Oh, he's great.
The lineup did get deeper. I mean, they picked up some quality bats in Hunter Renfroe, Brandon Drury, and Gio Urshela. But, bro, our guy, the first baseman, Jared Walsh, he's out with insomnia. What's going on there, buddy? Like, he's a big lefty bat in that middle of the order for the Angels. And now they have Jake Lamb slotted in at first base.
Were you joking?
I'm not joking. He has headaches and insomnia. He's out.
Wow.
So I wish him the best. I hope he's back soon because he's a big bopper in that middle of the order that, breaks up the lefties after Ohtani. So Jake Lamb, I don't know how long he can hold down the fort.
Best baseball
shocking
nickname.
news out of LA from Ken.
Yeah, man, insomnia. But I think they got a lot deeper than the teams they had in the past. They got to stay healthy. They have a lot of injury question marks. Ohtani, Trout, Rendon. But yeah, Patrick Sandoval's there. I think the pitching staff can do its thing. What do you guys think about Tyler Anderson? Do you think he can do what he did last year?
Oh, I've been thinking
about
this.
Or is that like a Dodgers
all day.
magic?
That was at least 40% Dodgers magic, 60% Anderson turning his pitching around. His pitch mix last year did change noticeably. He threw his changeup and cutter way more than he ever had in the past with predictably good results. And he's looked quite strong in spring training. You might have watched his most recent start where he had those 5 strikeouts in 5 innings against the Dodgers. So I think it's fair to say that he won't repeat what he did last year in terms of ERA plus, in terms of ERA, in terms of just elite run prevention. But he's going to be better than a league average pitcher. And for the Angels with that 6-man rotation, that's huge.
Yeah. The bullpen also kind of scares me, bro. These names, they don't really have that lockdown guy. They got a lot of funk. Jimmy
Herget, the human glitch.
Herget, yeah.
My
They
man,
have
it's a
Aaron
weird
Luke
takeout
from the
there.
left side. Ryan Tepera can cut it and sink it. Matt Moore's a good pickup. Jose
Jaime
Quijada,
Barria, very
that guy
underrated.
was absolutely electric for Team Venezuela. Just
He's got some
unbuttoned his
gas.
entire jersey. Yeah, but I don't know. Who's their closer? Like, who's their main guy? I don't know.
You got to
Tell
give
me.
it to Herget if you ask
Do you
me,
think it's
but
like
we'll
a
see.
Yankees situation where they go high leverage with it, or they switch things up like that?
You just go with
I
whoever's
think that's where the
hot.
MLB
Like,
is going. I think the
right
MLB
now-
is going towards that.
Yeah, right now their projected closer with the most saves is Carlos Estevez. Like, and can you really trust him in a big spot to take you home to the playoffs? They might need a few pickups.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Did you have? So I know I kind of quickly said it, but did you guys also have the Blue Jays in that other wild card spot? I know I kind of glossed over.
I had the Blue Jays getting the number 1 wild card spot. I think they're a force to be reckoned with. I've been out on the Blue Jays in the years past, but I think I do agree that this is the year for them. They have to make it, or it's done. Like, what are they doing? This movie trailer thing. Like, now they're gonna be serious about it. But like, it's been cute. But now they gotta like really show us because this is taking a while, and their core is only getting older.
And also, I could see Gosman having a really good comeback year because for how much they paid him, he was a little shaky, especially in the beginning part of the year. So, that rotation has, again, high potential. You saw Manoah get the nod for that video of Manoah getting the nod for opening day. That guy is big. I mean, he looks like a freaking offensive lineman. So he's pretty scary. I kind of hate his guts, but got to respect his game. So I think Gosman's. I think Barrios is kind of done. I'm not gonna lie. I think him and Team Puerto Rico did not mix too well. Doesn't like his country, obviously. Would have pitched better if he did. But I still that rotation still has high potential. And if they stay away from injury, you never know. So yeah, I also have the Blue Jays number 1 spot.
Yeah,
that rotation's relying heavily on.
Yeah.
You want to go for it? Go.
Well, I was going to say, aside from Isaac's body shaming and racism toward Manoah and Barrios, Jays are
Damn.
a stronger team than
Big
you give them credit
accusations.
for. And I actually have a different team, the number one wild card spot, a team you guys are very, very fond of. I don't know if you want me to reveal that now, but I have a different take than you guys when it comes to the Jays
Yankees
and their
now?
place in the AL East. That is
Okay,
that is
say
the-
it. Say
I have
Whatever.
the
No, no,
Yan-
hold
I have
on,
the
hold on.
Yankees
Say
as the
Yankees
first
wild card.
The Yankees are actually
Holy
I have as the
crap.
second wild card because I have a different team as the first wild card.
So how many games are the
That's
Yankees
my
winning?
91.
Wow.
Okay, and so the Blue Jays are winning.
I have them winning 93.
So
Okay.
end of the year race. Okay.
I
Yeah,
still
it's an
have.
end of
Yeah.
the year tight 2-game race.
I do have the Blue Jays also winning 93 games. The Blue Jays, their kind of rotation is top heavy with Kikuchi and Barrios. Like, where do they end up? That kind of makes or
Did
breaks
you
their
forget
rotation.
about Chris Bassett being acquired? Did you completely?
That's
whiff
why
on
I said
him?
top heavy, man. Manoah and Chris Bassett, I can trust.
You don't trust
And
Gosman?
Gosman. That's why I said
That's
top
three
heavy.
rock solid names right there. You don't
That's
have that
not
on the
top
Yankees
heavy
right
then.
now.
Top heavy would be like top 2. I mean,
Yeah,
Yankees,
exactly.
Well,
That's not
Yankees
top
are
heavy
dealing
at
with
all.
injury, but it's a beginning of the year injury.
Yankees
right?
are also, I think, top heavy. Carlos Rodon and Garrett Cole.
And Nestor, another All-Star.
True, but I wouldn't say
You can say
he
top
doesn't-
heavy.
There's
about
a little
lot
bit of
teams,
a
Ken.
there's a little bit of a drop off
think-
between Rodon and Nestor.
I think. I guess, because we're still seeing if Nestor can be consistent, but I feel like top heavy more implies like a 1-2, not like a top 3. So that's why I initially
Wrong word.
said.
Top,
I think
top
they
3
won-
is very solid, but I think their 4 and 5s is going to make or break
They
the
won
rotation.
92 games with the pitching staff they had last year. They got better over the offseason. That's the bottom line.
Sure, and I do really like the defensive upgrades they made in the outfield with Varsho and Kevin Kiermaier. Like, that's going to help a lot. They had no left-hand batting last year. They picked that up.
they do lose their 5th hitter though.
They lose their 5th hitter or 4 hitter, yeah, and they lost Gabriel Moreno, but they do have catching, so that's fine for them. This is going to be an exciting year for the Blue Jays. Hopefully they can put it all together for their
And I
sake.
think this is almost the exact opposite of what I had last year, because last year I had the Blue Jays on top of the Yankees, but I don't know. I think the Yankees got better. I mean, obviously Yankees are dealing with a lot of injuries right now, but their injuries kind of affect them for the first month. I don't think anything's too long term. I know. Sorry, I gotta stop talking about the Yankees, but I don't know. This is going to be a crazy AL East this year, minus a couple of those red teams, or actually just that one red team. But yeah.
Do you by any chance have your number 1 wildcard team as the orange team?
Oh, no, I'm not that bold. I have them
Okay,
as the
I thought you were
Mariners'
getting
number 1 wildcard team at
Okay.
92 and 70. Only a game ahead of the Yanks. I'm not quite that bold to buy into that. That great orange team,
I
that
thought
bird
you
that
might
Isaac
do
saw
it.
today, I didn't quite have the confidence because of their pitching. But, best wishes to those boys down in Baltimore.
You guys
think
are
they're
gonna
gonna
hate
score.
You guys are gonna hate my 3rd wildcard team, or my 2nd, but
Better not be from
final
the AL
one I haven't
Central.
revealed. No, it's from the AL East again, but it's the Tampa Bay Rays. man.
No, it cannot be this. No,
Bro,
no.
They're
Go
so
away.
good.
They're not good.
Can I just mention their rotation? This is the deepest full rotation of guys who pitches
Keep going
innings.
on about
One,
this.
Shane McClanahan, Zach Eflin, Jerry Springs, Drew Rasmussen. Those 3-4 guys are
And
literally on the Cy Young
I just want to point out that you
candidate
mixed up Jeffrey
And-
Springs, the left-hander, with Jerry Springer, the TV host, and just called him
And
Jerry Springs.
who I am actually
Jeffrey
related
Springs
to.
and Drew Rasmussen, and they have obviously
Glasnow coming back.
Glasnow coming back from injury. So, bro, like this rotation is absolutely nasty. Their bullpen is
Throwing.
fully healthy once again. Jason Adams, Jalen Beeks, Colin Poche, Pete Fairbanks, and Ryan Thompson. Like, I don't know what team has a better bullpen than that. And their offense, I think they're going to scratch and claw and score enough runs
Look,
for
it
their
was,
pitching to hold up. And they're
they
the
had
fucking
a-
Tampa Bay Rays.
They had a pathetic offense last year. I mean,
They
it ranked
did, and they
12th
still-
in the league in OPS, 11th in runs, and they looked bad toward the end of the year.
They
They looked
did.
bad
They
in the
looked
playoffs.
terrible,
were
but they dealt
falling
with the
off
most-
entirely.
They dealt with the most injuries any team has dealt with in the last 5
Well,
to
that
10
was still
years.
with
They won
McClanahan and
86
Glasnow.
wins.
Yeah,
All right,
I mean, it's just-
all right. I would say Rays fans cover your ears, but we know they don't exist. So I think we should move on a little bit because no one wants to hear us talk about the Tampa Bay Rays
No one
unless you're a
does.
Tampa Bay
They're
Rays
going to be
fan.
really good.
There's one guy. You can clip this clip, Ken,
I
for
will,
later
because
when
they're
they
gonna be
do.
really good.
I
They're
do
scary.
think they're going to give the Yankees problems and AL
They
East
won
problems, but
86 wins with none of their starters playing majority of the year. How do they do that?
I don't know. Rays are going to raise, and that's been something we've talked about for a long time now. I think let's get into the division winners though. This is where the real money is made. I'm gonna start with the layup. Astros #1. Does anyone else disagree with me there, or
I'm not
anyone
going to
else
fight
wanna
you.
chip in?
I wish I could.
Not gonna fight me on that
Not
one.
going to fight you.
No.
Ken, it's okay. We're all #1 Astros.
Yeah, we could talk about the Astros a little bit. I give them
have to.
flowers. They're so deep. I think their pitching is what people are going to keep their eyes on. But Hunter Brown, I'm excited for.
I was about to say, that's the name right now.
Hunter Brown is really excited. I'm going to watch.
He's like
this
the next
for Starlight.
Verlander. He literally is a copy of Verlander.
That's the guy to keep
That's
your
what he
eye
is.
on. Yeah, his.
Does he have a
stuff
hot
plus-
wife?
Oh, he might be too young for a wife, but let's
Look
check.
it up, look it up,
Hunter
look it up.
Brown.
So then,
He's
how can he be
25.
a
He's
copy of
25.
Justin Verlander without
24.
an attractive wife? I mean, come
Let's
on.
see.
Like, how does this team lose
Kaylee Gibson.
Correa, Springer, Cole, Verlander in 4 or 5 years and still be the unanimous #1 team? Like, how the fuck do they do it?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it either.
They're gross, bro.
I mean, the other thing is they play in the
pick up
AL
better
West.
first baseman.
The other thing is they play in the AL West, which admittedly has gotten better. Obviously, with the the emergence of the Mariners, the Rangers, acquiring a lot of players, and the Angels always kind of a maybe going into the year, but it's unquestionable every year that the Houston Astros, I think, are going to be that #1 spot. But man, I would love to see like Mariners #1, Rangers 2, Angels 2, like something like that would be awesome for baseball. But I just don't see it happening.
Quick update
How do you
on
guys-
on
Wait,
Hunter
let him
Brown.
update us.
Quick update on Hunter Brown, his marital situation. He's apparently engaged to his girlfriend Kaylee, who is very easy on the eyes, and so I'd say he really is the next Verlander.
Oh, wow.
Way.
Okay, wow. So
Kaylee
that's
and
confirmed,
Kate.
guys. You heard it here first. Bleacher Boys Media does confirm the next Justin Verlander, both on the field and off the field.
How do you guys think Jose Altuve's injury affects this team? Does it affect them at all?
That's a big hole. That's a big hole in the lineup. He
They
was
have,
probably their best
David
hitter last
Hensley
year after
playing
Alvarez.
second
If
base.
you're going by height, it's a small hole.
Very, very good. More body shaming. We love to see it.
Thank
But
you.
it
Yeah.
is a loss. He was
a-
a 160 OPS plus last year. Still steals bases. That's a loss. That's tough to have at second base. And David Hensley just can't really replace him.
Yeah. And Michael Brantley's also hurt, so
A sentence I've said many times.
their 6, 7, 8 hitters are not looking great, bro. David Hensley, Chas McCormick, and Jake Myers.
Yeah, I mean, you can make an argument for this falling apart a little bit because without McCullers,
A little bit.
Urquidy and Garcia are hittable. I would argue Javier and Valdez are not, but those are two guys in the rotation that are sus. So they'd be running on an amazing bullpen and a top-heavy lineup.
How do they do this, man? They're gonna
I don't
end
know.
up. How many
But
wins?
you know
How
what?
many wins do you
But
think they get?
We
95.
had this conversation last year, didn't we? Have this
I
conversation
also have 95.
that their top of their lineup was going to carry them, and that we're really unsure about the Astros bottom of the lineup and
Did we? That was
everything, and
we talked about that in the playoffs, and we were wrong.
Yeah, we did.
I know,
We just-
but it's still
Yeah.
we doubt them. We want
We
wanna
want
hate them.
to. We want
wanna
to
hate
doubt
them.
them, but we've tried to find reasons and we can't.
It's hard. It's hard, man, because they keep proving us wrong, and it infuriates me as a Yankee fan, and I'm sure it does as a Dodgers fan or baseball fans in
Red Sox
general.
fan?
But you can't deny this Astros team until they lose. Until some team beats them in the championship series, they are the best AL team.
So
I'm
because
sorry.
we can't deny them, let's please talk about someone else. I mean, honestly.
Yes, please. Let's get this filthy taste of Astro out of my mouth. In second place, or actually, I'm sorry, in the AL Central, which is a barren wasteland of depression and bad baseball,
Damn.
I have my Cleveland Guardians coming out on top. Josh
My.
Bell, he provides power. They needed that. They acquired him in the offseason. Jose Ramirez is a stud. MVP candidate every year. Josh Naylor, crazy guy. I am that MFer. Oscar Gonzalez, who knows? Maybe he can, bring back some of that rookie fire he had. And Tristan McKenzie, Ollie's guy. I could
boy.
see him being top 5 AL candidate. So you never know. This team, they had some magic. Unfortunately, the Yankees do own them legally. So they're not allowed to actually go past the round that they play the Yankees in. But also big news today is that they extend Gomez or Jimenez. I'm sorry.
Andres Jimenez, yes,
Yeah.
7 years and 106.5 mil, which is a bargain.
Yeah.
Bargain for that guy.
So that's
All-Star last year.
Yep.
So yeah, and of course I forgot Shane Bieber. I mean this team.
Tristan McKenzie's hurt, by the way.
What?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, out
Stop.
2 months. Out 2 months.
You're joking. Please stop.
Uh-oh.
Please stop. No, no,
I have
no,
him on
no,
my
no,
fantasy
no,
team,
no,
so you
no,
better be
no,
joking.
no, no, no.
Yep. He's out for 8 weeks.
No.
Sorry to break it to you guys.
Wait, when did this news drop?
Yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago.
Oh, I missed that. Let's see what it is.
He's on Nick's team. Oh, no.
Likely.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Well, then we have to change our predictions now, maybe.
No, I still have them. I still have them. Zach Plesac could step up. You don't know. They got guys.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Tough.
I don't have the Guardians. Ollie, do you have the Guardians?
I do. I have them at 85 wins leading the league. They could probably, lead
You
lead
have them
Central.
winning the division at 85 wins?
Yeah, that's what
Who
the
else do you
Holy
have?
shit.
With the new schedule, that's what I see happening.
85?
Well, it's
White
with the new
Sox.
schedule because, they're going to get crushed by teams in the AL East and AL West and probably the NL too. They could easily win the
Wow.
division with like a below 500 record. That's what the new schedule will do to you. It's like the NFL now, you know?
So no
you
faith
guys
in
are
the Twins or White Sox.
You guys are gonna hate me even more. No, I don't have the Guardians.
No,
you guys are
not
gonna
much.
even hate me more than the Rays pick because I have the White Sox winning the division.
Again with this.
Every
Dude,
year.
their
Every
pitching
year,
is
Ken.
really deep. Dylan Cease, Lance Lynn, Lucas Giolito, and Michael Kopech 1 through
So you're
4.
buying that
Oh,
Giolito
guys.
comeback? You want that Giolito comeback?
As a 4, yeah, I'm
That
buying
Lynn
it.
comeback? That Kopech? That's 3 comebacks you want. That's 3 comebacks.
Kopech was no
That's a lot of
comeback.
comebacks, dude.
He pitched lights out before he got hurt.
Kopech is
What
mid,
is this,
bro.
like
Kopech
a red
is
light
mid.
district? My God.
Kopech is better than Zach Plesac, so don't even give me that.
I
they're
was
one
talking
through
about Plesac. That's all Isaac, man. Kopech is just...
exactly. That's all I
he's
said. 1
overrated,
through
man.
5 of their lineup is boppers. Tim Anderson, Robert. Isaac was just vouching for it. Benintendi, nice pickup. Jimenez, Moncada. Vaughn can hit 30 home runs.
You can't sell
Brandal
me on
bounce
this,
back.
man. They can't sell me
They
this at all.
lost
This is-
their
this is
best
even
player,
worse
though.
than the
They
Rays,
lost their
bro.
best
This
hitter.
is really deep out of
No,
pocket,
Tim
man.
Anderson is much better hitter than Jose
Well, they
Abreu,
lost.
38
They
years
lost.
old.
They lost their 3-4
chance.
power hitter.
Tim Anderson has nothing except for average.
All right, you guys just
And
watch,
stolen
man.
bases.
The White Sox. What was holding them back was their sleepy manager.
This is
I hope-
like picking Beto O'Rourke to win the presidency in 2024. This is just so the
What?
most bizarre
Such a
comeback you'd
rant.
probably pick.
No, the White Sox were really good the past 2 seasons before this sleepyhead came in the dugout. So,
Well, the issue
what?
I have with the White Sox is I've already been on this White Sox train. I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago I've been
yeah,
picking
and they
the White
won
Sox.
95 plus win. Like, you were right.
But
You were on
they
the
never.
train wreck.
That was
they
2
never-
years ago.
Yeah,
They
but Isaac
never-
predicted it
time.
2 years ago.
They
He's
never
saying
pushed.
he was on the train 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2
They
years
won
ago.
95. Yeah,
It's not that
That's what
time
Isaac's
anymore.
saying.
It's now a different
I didn't
time.
say it was.
Time has
Isaac brought up
passed.
the 2 years ago.
I
didn't
all
bring
I
up 2
said
years
was
ago.
they were making it to the CS and they did not. That was my.
That's-
I had them coming out of the AL and
Sure,
they did.
Ollie had the Red Sox coming out of the AL last year. Like, you guys can say whatever the fuck
Reasonable.
you want. Really not
Not
reasonable.
reasonable. But I mean, the general point we're making here is that the Central, potentially one of the worst divisions in baseball, right? We all
By
agree
far
on that.
the worst.
Potentially the worst. yes.
Well, I don't know.
By far the worst. Are you kidding me? Which division's better?
Worst, you
I mean, NL Central. Pretty
Cardinals are a
shitty too.
juggernaut. bro.
Cardinals are good, but I mean,
Brewers. have
okay,
hit,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the-
I guess
this
Brewers are
division,
decent.
this AL
Reds,
Central
Pirates,
is tough.
Cubs is actually I like the Cubs. So
Well,
yeah,
it's-
you're right.
Tigers, Royals, bro. AL Central is rough, man.
yeah. No, AL
And
Central is brutal.
quick shout out to the Twins. I think they're going to be pretty good too. This is just going to be a mid off between the 3 teams.
It's gonna be a mid off. I like that.
It will be fun to
These
watch.
3 teams are very similar.
Yeah. No, you're right. They're all
They all have
they're all mid.
problems, but they all have potential, I guess, in some
They
way.
all have some star power too. You know,
It's like
So-
watching all those European teams in the WBC. You know, like
Yeah, it's
Netherlands
like a
and stuff.
who would win, the Minnesota Twins or
Yeah.
or Team Australia? Honestly,
Don't Robbie Glendening, don't sleep, man.
dude, Glenn Denning is actually a stud, and he deserves to be promoted to AAA or AA or
I think
single
he
A.
is in
I don't
AAA.
know.
Isn't he in AAA? I'm pretty sure he's in AAA.
Is he actually?
Yeah. Yeah. Can we get off the mid central?
Yeah,
let's
let's
get
get
off
off the mid.
mid-central.
I'm sorry, guys. The next division winner of the AL East I have, I'm just going to say quickly, it's the Yankees. I don't care what Ollie says. Yankees got better. They did not get worse. They have young, fresh talent on the team. Anthony Volpe, Oswaldo, dude, they are coming this year. I mean, I think Volpe is going to steal bags, bring the energy to the Bronx. I think the Yankees really showed that they're a different type of attitude. Like they said, we're going to have a battle for the shortstop, and we all kind of shrugged our shoulders and said, yeah, right. And look at where we are now. Anthony Volpe's on the team. Some young guys coming up. Obviously, injuries. We talk about the Yankees a lot on our other channel, but I think Yankees are going to have a similar season to last season in terms of record. If not, maybe a little worse just because of how banged up they are to start the season. But it's going to be the Yankees, and if you say otherwise, you don't know baseball.
Yeah. If you guys want to hear us talk more about the Yankees stuff, go over to our second channel where me and Isaac strictly talk Yankees, and we filter out Ollie's voice. But the Yankees, they have some injuries to deal with. They have to kind of outslug opponents in the early part of the season, but I think they can do it. Volpe, I don't like his projections. They have him hitting .232 this year. That's not going to happen.
That's not him. That's
not him. Like, that's crazy. Volpe,
that's
DJ,
Tristan Casas. That's who that is.
Yeah, that is. They essentially replaced Volpe or Kiner Falefa with Volpe, and then Marwin with Oswaldo or Kiner Falefa on the bench. So I kind of like Isaiah Kiner Falefa now as the role he's in now.
So you would say that he's your guy. Basically,
I would not say he's my guy. Like,
you're rooting for that Kiner Falefa late game at bat.
I am rooting for it. Like, I like him in this role. Like, this is what I was banging the table for last year.
Yeah. So here you go, Ollie. You're gonna have to counterpoint. You're gonna have to talk about the Yankees through clinched teeth because there's no absolute way you can tell me that anyone but the Yankees are winning the AL East. Let me hear all about the Yankees. Tell me about it.
What we have today, ladies and gentlemen, is an opera of wishful thinking on the part of Ken and Isaac. This is where bias rears its ugly head. There is so much room to attack the Yankees. There are so many avenues with which I can attack this team. First, I'll start with the lineup. It's extraordinarily top-heavy. You take Judge out of that lineup last season, and you're looking at like a bottom 10 lineup.
You can't just take out our best player.
Now, if you think he's going to repeat what he did last year and post another 211 OPS plus with a American League record home runs, then fine, they'll be good again. I think that's somewhat doubtful. I don't think he can put up that 2 years in a row. Virtually every player is over 34. Giancarlo has clearly lost his legs. LeMahieu's now 34. Lots of injury history. Donaldson was atrocious last year. Aaron Hicks also had a rough year.
Okay,
counterpoint. Two players over the age of 44 in the starting lineup.
It's just, if you want to believe that Volpe and Peraza will carry your team into the playoffs, and I applaud your confidence. Buddy. I don't know, whoever else you're going to bring up. Cabrera? These young guys
you're just stating wrong. You're stating lies.
What am I wrong about?
There are two players over 34. DJ and Donaldson.
Also, DJ is the... I know this doesn't really matter.
Not
this
really.
Is kind of optimistic thinking. But DJ is finally healthy, and this is actually DJ comeback year. Like, a healthy DJ is one of the best hitters in the AL, and I won't listen to otherwise, dude. And the other thing is Giancarlo. Yes, he's not. I agree, he is not what he used to be. But the fear factor he puts into pitchers' heads is
nothing more terrifing than a 211 batting average
to any other player in the AL. And I don't just think it's because Peraza and Oswaldo are in the lineup. I think this Yankees lineup is actually pretty... Sorry, is that what I said? I think because this lineup is really well-rounded. Like, I really do. I think if you slot Gleyber Torres down to the 6th or 7th spot, that's depth. Like, I know you may not like Gleyber Torres, but he has it in him.
Yeah, and 850 OPS outside of August.
And if you're slotting that guy into your 7th spot, how can you call this lineup top-heavy? I understand the Judge effect. I agree with you. Judge is not going to have a 211 OPS plus and break the AL home run record. I agree. But he's still going to hit 45 home runs. He's still going to be in there leading the AL in runs and RBIs. I really don't see this as a giant fall off here because Judge isn't going to break every single record.
On paper, I'm taking the Blue Jays lineup over the Yankees any day. Sure. Any day.
You could have you could have the Blue Jays over the Yankees. 91 wins is crazy. Dude, they won 99 games with a worse roster last year.
And they just acquired a Cy Young candidate.
I might have given them more if it weren't for this slew of injuries that just happened. These are really concerning. This much.
Which one?
Why don't you start with that?
I might have had them up around 94 if you're not losing Montas, Severino, and Rodon. Like, that's
convenient time.
What a convenient time to
go. He always does.
If you have a full season of those three pitchers, I could see them fighting for the Blue Jays for that first spot in the AL East. But
You cut out, so
Oh,
no one
man.
heard what you said.
Oh,
We didn't hear
do
anything.
you hear this now? Are you hearing this now?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
hearing
we
this
got
now.
you.
Yeah, if you had 6 months of Severino, Montas, and Rodon, it'd be a different story. Not totally different. But
So,
I
okay,
still think
you
they're
should have
repeating
started with
99.
that instead of saying
There's
our
no
lineup is
world in
top
which
heavy.
they're repeating 99, no matter how many pitchers they have. 91 is fair for the Yankees this season. You know, that's like
said the same
it's a
thing
midline.
last year. There's no way they get 95 wins. Oh, 99. They keep doing this to you, man. You got to learn.
Did I know the Judge was going to have like a
Oh,
Roger
are you
Maris
to know
season out of
that
nowhere?
Volpe's about to have a 30-30 season? Like,
There's
who
no
knows,
evidence
man?
for that. Volpe is like totally untested, bro. He's never had an at bat in the.
Just
I mean,
like
has
you
he
didn't
had
know
an at-bat
Judge was
in
going
MLB?
to... Something happens and the Yankees end up winning games and he's going to be like, I didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah, but
That's
you can-
baseball, Susan. That's such a cop-out answer, Ollie.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't just
so
cop
good.
out.
You
I
are
stand by
cop-out
your
answers.
words.
You're just saying that anything could happen. Volpe could be the rule. If you want to talk about what could
No,
happen,
because
oh my
I'm
God.
coming-
Players step
world
I'm
up.
making fun of you for saying that.
But players can step up on any team.
That's
Yes, I
the
was
point.
wrong.
Just come out.
No.
That's the whole
Certainly,
point,
certainly I
bro.
could have been wrong last year. Sure, I admit that I was wrong last year.
There we go.
But that
That's
doesn't mean
what
that
we
you
want to
guys
hear.
are right this year by
Music.
banking on possibilities.
No, I know. That's not what we're saying. We're just
Well, it sounds
saying
like that's exactly what you're saying.
year in and
I'm
year
saying
out.
you
You
have
come on here.
multiple MVP candidates who could pop off. Like Josh
How are
Donaldson.
there multiple
just
MVP
wait.
candidates in this lineup? There are not multiple MVP candidates in this
multiple
lineup.
MVP caliber players, right?
There's
Like,
also
think about-
not
let's-
that. Neither of those are true.
Yes, there is. There
Josh
is.
Donaldson's an
Take-
MVP caliber player.
Well, if you let me finish, I'll tell you. I was going to say is there's no way Josh Donaldson has a worse year than last year. Do you agree with that?
It's totally gonna happen. He's like 37, bro.
I
They
don't
can
know.
barely swing a
I don't
bat.
know.
That's
I
like
don't
saying
know.
Miguel
You
Cabrera is
can't-
gonna turn it around again. It's like, dude, these guys are just ancient. Give them,
I don't know.
give them a break.
I don't know.
I do know.
I don't.
I know for
I think
you.
the Yankees' offense struggled tremendously down the stretch last year, and Aaron Judge was
It just-
carrying. I don't think that's going to be repeated again. It's like
There's been evidence of the Yankees getting way more than 91 wins over and over again. And you come on here last year, what'd you have them? 91 wins as well.
Something like
Like
that.
you be getting proved wrong every single year.
I've
but
gotten
you
proved
just
wrong
say-
one year.
Well, I'm sure you and your friends have talked
Like-
about how the Yankees are going to be bad in
well, it's
2009.
That's
just
all we do.
because Ken. It boils down to his hatred of the
It's fine.
Yankees.
No, I
and that
understand
we-
it, but I wish he had more valid points to argue.
No,
like, I
but
wish
I
he
have
started
so
with
many
the
valid
injuries.
points. My points are so
The
valid.
top-heavy lineup
You don't
thing
have
is
a number
not
4
true.
starter.
34-year-olds,
Ollie, the
34-year-olds
louder you
fill
yell
lineup
doesn't
is
make
just
you
not
right.
true. It's okay, Ollie.
have a number 4 starter.
Ollie, it is okay.
Or
Johnny
number
Brito
five
will
starter.
shut.
Clark
Brito will
Schmidt.
be fine.
Don't make me laugh. I'm gonna start laughing
Okay,
if you
Ollie,
mention Clark
just because
Schmidt.
you can't. I know. Honestly,
Clark
though,
Schmidt looks like a stick of Land of Lakes butter. That's what he looks
I
like.
applaud you for
Can I
not
just
having
say
the Red Sox.
something?
in the
Clark
playoffs
Schmidt
this
is
year.
Clark Schmidt
is a piece of
is-
butter.
Clark Schmidt is better than your three.
His face is buttery. It just looks like
Clark
melted
Schmidt is
butter.
better than the Red Sox three.
Who's the Red Sox 3 right now?
I don't even know. Rich Hill?
I don't think Clark
see.
Schmidt could spell his own name.
I
See, Ollie
think he
doesn't have
can.
actual arguments, so he has to go to his buttery face argument. It's okay, Ollie.
Who's the Red
Just
Sox
admit you're
3
wrong.
and 4? I guarantee you Herman and Schmidt are better than them.
You
They
have
have
the
Houck and
ultra-talented
Cutter Crawford
Brian
as 3 and
Bayo,
4.
the superbly underrated Josh Winkowski, the
No, we were doing playoff
revelatory
teams this
Tanner
year.
Houck.
Isaac,
the,
move it along.
I'm sorry.
National
Okay,
League.
we're gonna move on, guys. That has been the American. Actually, wait, quickly, awards for the
American League.
American League. Okay, American League awards. I will start quickly. MVP Shohei Ohtani. If he stays on the field, I think he's the
Ditto.
best player. So, sorry.
Yep. Same.
Say
Otani.
Devers, I dare you.
I actually
Unless
have-
someone hits 63 home runs, it's Otani.
I have a
Yep.
different third base pick. I have J-Ram as the MVP. Ramirez. It's been too many years that he hasn't won one. He's
I don't
gotta
hate
do
that.
it,
like that.
man.
I like
don't
that.
hate
Gotta
that.
do it.
I don't hate that.
Mostly because he's on my fantasy team, yes. But this man
That
should have
might
won one
be
by now.
that might be the first good thing you've said all episode, Ollie. Claps for you.
Clap it up, clap it up,
guys.
everyone.
Good job, Ollie. You said something not crazy. All right.
I mean,
Moving
not
on.
Taking Otani.
The rookie of the year for the AL. I have an Oriole. Gunnar Henderson, my guy. Third baseman.
what do you project him to do?
I project
All-star?
him in
Not an all-star.
No, not an all-star, but like I could see him like 265, 20 home runs, 15 stolen bases, OPS in the low 8s. Like I could see him having a great
okay.
year. I could see him having a great year.
I like that pick. My rookie of the year pick is not Volpe, unfortunately. I'm going with Masataka
Wow.
Yoshida. He's not a rookie, and he's going to be qualified to be a rookie of the year. I think it's kind of unfair, but he's going to put up numbers. He's going to hit for average. I think it translates well. I'm banking on the fact fact that he can hit for 15 to 20 home run power. His OPS is going to be really high because of the on-base percentage, and he's going to hit a lot of doubles off the monster. That's my prediction. 40 double season for Masataka.
Ollie.
I'm going to go with Hunter Brown of the Astros. I don't like to pick anyone on the Astros, but that dude is nasty. And if he gets a full season of pitching, he's probably the best. This is kind of a weak rookie class. So I think this is a year a pitcher might be able to take the crown, which doesn't happen very much.
So no one
Spencer
took Volpe. Interesting.
No.
Okay. All right. And last but not least, two more. For Cy Young, I'm kind of in between two guys, so I'm going to let you go first.
I said it on the Yankee episode, and I'm going to keep my word. It's going to be Garrett Cole this year. Ollie, just let it slide, please. He hasn't won a Cy Young yet. He's gunning for that award, and it's time's running out. He's 33 this year. He kind of, he had a nice season last year, but people had a bad taste because of the home runs. Even though Justin Verlander gave up 36 and won the Cy Young. No one cares then. But Garrett Cole, I think he sharpens up a little bit, focuses more in the earlier games because last year was a shit show in April and May. Garrett Cole is fine, bro. His stuff is still there.
It's a good pick.
Yep.
Can I read you one of my MLB predictions for this season that's relevant right here?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, this is for June 12th. On June 12th, baseball manufacturer Rawlings, running low on raw materials, writes a formal letter to Garrett Cole begging him to stop giving up so many home runs.
All right, very funny. I also have Garrett Cole. AL strikeout leader, all-time Yankees single-season strikeout leader, right?
Last year.
Garrett Cole, I agree with Ken. Time's running out. He's going to get his Cy Young this year. I really hope he does. He deserves it. He's been the most consistent Yankee starter. He's been the most consistent ace since CC Sabathia, and he's been one of the best. And I do give him a lot of shit because he does give up the home run ball. Oh, I am.
No, all he is.
I know, it's okay. Don't mind me. I'm just ranting.
Okay, good. Yeah, just scream into your muted mic, please. But he gives up the home run ball, but it's because he challenges, and I wish he would a little less. But we need a player like that in your team that's so confident in their pitches that they're going to go after. They're going to go after all the big guys. So I'm happy to call Garrett Cole a Yankee, and let's go win that Cy Young. Ollie, who's your pick? But Patrick Sandoval might be second.
Love Patrick Sandoval. I have another lefty. The one player who I believe in on the Tampa Bay Rays, Shane McClanahan.
Yeah.
This was Mr. Suzuki's pick last season. McClanahan is gross, probably top 5 stuff in the major leagues. Love his curveball, love his changeup. He's looked disgusting in spring training. I don't know who has him on their team. Is it you, Isaac? No,
Nope.
Dash.
Probably
someone.
maybe.
Anyway, whoever, good
know.
for them. McClanahan's a beast. He's my side.
So what happened to your guy Dylan Cease?
Oh, I just think, it's going to be tough to repeat what he did last season. That's like a huge, massive breakout. He'll be good again, but I don't think he can go above what he did.
Comeback player. And not in the red light district manner.
You're really into that red light
comeback
joke.
player for the Rays or for the American League is the Rays guy, Rays shortstop Wander Franco, where I think we're all just waiting and itching to see him absolutely break out like Julio did last year, kind of. Wander has that potential. He just needs to stay healthy. We've seen it in the playoffs. We've seen it in the past. He's 22 now, I think. He's got 2 years of Major League time now. It's time for him to do something.
I like it. I have Josh Donaldson, the Yankees.
Woo, baby.
Hot
Can you give me a little
take.
predictions?
Burning hot.
Give me some
take.
numbers.
He's not going to hit for average. I could see him hitting 240, 23 home runs, 65 RBIs, high 7s, low 8s OPS. It's not about having an insane season. It's about having a much better season than what he had last year. That's what comeback means to me. It means doing much better than you did before. And I'm not saying he's going to have a 40 home run season, but I think Josh is going to have a great year. He made adjustments, visual adjustmants, and he's
standing up tall.
Standing up tall, and the last 10 at-bats of spring, he's actually looked nasty. So I really, really hope he's decent, because if he's not, Yankee fans are going to get frustrated with him very fast. Because he's holding up Oswald Peraza in AAA right now. So
I'm going to let the fans know of a text exchange between me and Isaac and friend Nick. Nick and Isaac were texting him after Josh Donaldson hit a home run about how they didn't want to see Josh Donaldson succeed in spring training because it pisses them off. You want to explain that statement there, Isaac?
Nope.
I don't know. It doesn't seem to me that Isaac is rooting for Josh.
Guys, while we're here, not to delay us further, I wonder if I could read another one of my predictions for the season around Josh Donaldson.
I think I came up with this one.
With your permission? With your permission?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, April 17th. New Yankees captain Aaron Judge calls a team meeting after several players accuse Josh Donaldson of stealing their cars. Another one for April 27th. Yankees captain Aaron Judge is forced to call another team meeting after several players accuse Josh Donaldson of groping their wives. I have so many more.
Yeah,
for
I
Josh
hope he's
Donaldson.
not watching.
Yeah, I hope he's not watching. Jeez.
All right, Ollie, who's your comeback player of the year?
This kind of goes against what I said earlier, but I'm picking Lucas Giolito of the White Sox. Even though I just said I don't believe in him, I just think he's too good to be as bad as he was. Again, I would love to see him have a good year this season.
Proof that Ollie just says whatever the fuck he wants just to go against my picks.
What did you expect?
He
All right, National League?
Oh, he probably had Wander Franco, but once you said that, he was like, gotta come up with something.
Guys, can
National League.
I just before can I just read
Another
one more?
one?
Can I read one more Josh Donaldson? I think you'll love this one. Okay, one more, last one.
Probably
I promise.
not. Honestly, probably not.
I'm going to eat chips.
Yankees captain Aaron Judge is forced to confront Josh Donaldson after pitcher Luis Severino accuses Donaldson of calling him Big Papi.
Mid.
That's so funny. Fuck you.
Very
Fuck
mid.
you.
Very
You're
mid.
laughing.
Comment down below if you
You're
guys
laughing.
If you guys think that's
suck.
funny, if you guys think that's funny,
that is so
dislike the
clever.
video.
You guys.
Unsubscribe if you guys laugh.
unsubscribe if you guys laugh.
Isaac, you suck. You suck.